Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III in our roleplay series as the Dokeianos dynasty. Alright, so this will be the last episode before our vacation. We're taking vacation here at a really odd time. We don't typically do it at the end of the year. In fact, December is our best month on YouTube, typically. Not always, but usually because of the very high ad revenue. So we try and put like more videos out, not less, during this time so we can, make good money. And so we don't take vacation this time. Usually we take vacation in January and February, which is a very poor time for YouTube, and that kind of goes across all channels for the most part. Ad revenue is really, really low, so it doesn't really matter how you do in views. You just don't earn very much money in those months. So we usually take vacation in one of those 2 months. Take about a week or two, typically around 10 days or so. And this year we didn't because I'm really, really excited for Cyberpunk. It's a game that's like right down my alley. And I'm a big fan of the Deus Ex games ever since the first one. It's one of my favorite games of all time. The first Deus Ex, played it. God, I don't know how many times I beat that game. I loved that game, played all the other ones, and enjoyed them as well. None of them are quite as good as the first one. But yeah, it kind of has a very Deus Ex kind of style to it. Combined with obviously a little bit of GTA with that open world and the drive-in and all that kind of stuff. And then it's a RPG, very hardcore RPG as well. And I do expect it to have the kind of story and characters that we all loved from games like Witcher 3. So I'm really, really excited for it. It's just a nice combination of genres and games that I like. So that game was set to release in April, and so I was going to, instead of take time off in January and February, I was going to take that week or two off in April, so I can play Cyberpunk, because frankly, guys, I just don't have a lot of time these days to game outside of what I do here for the channel. Just don't have a lot of time, man. We're really so busy, and there's just so much going on. Kind of like what I did with Last of Us, where I took a couple days off. We had Father's Day and all that kind of stuff when Last of Us 2 came out, and it let me kind of power through it. I didn't complete it, but I was able to spend like 3 days just like playing it. And that's what I had asked for Father's Day. I said, let me just have a day where I can just sit here and play from the time I get up to the time I go to bed, and which is exactly what I did. And so I was able to beat that game in less than a week. I beat it pretty quick, and I really enjoyed it too. Again, it wasn't quite as good as the first Last of Us. It was kind of disappointment in that sense. But overall, I enjoyed the game. I know a lot of people had complaints about it, but many of the things they didn't like, I actually liked about it. So I really liked Last of Us 2. So similar to what I did with that, I was going to just spend some time playing Last of Us. Playing Cyberpunk 2077. So, of course, April comes, and, it had been delayed, so I couldn't take the time off then. And so then it was postponed to September, and I was like, okay, I guess we'll take the time off in September. And then it got delayed again into November. Of course, it was delayed again into December, which is very, very unfortunate, since this is, again, the month that we don't really want to be taking vacation. But I felt like I was tied into it. Like, I wouldn't have done it. If I knew that it was coming out in November or December, I would have never have tried to take off for it, because that's just too far away. We really needed to take that time off because it's kind of stacked up for both of our work. We really needed to take it off in the early part of the year because that's when we always do it. And I wouldn't have done it this way, but I felt like I was like invested now because I'd pushed my vacation back so far. And so, yeah, now we're taking vacation in December. Again, not optimal, but is what it is. I'm going to play some Cyberpunk. I already got it. I've already bought it and got it installed on our PC. We'll have to play on PC since we don't have a PS5, as I was planning to. Probably get a better experience on PC, honestly, especially now that we have the new graphics card. And that was the reason why I got the new graphics card and the SSD. I've been meaning to do it for about a year, but just haven't done it. And when I built my PC back in 2018, the GPUs were like incredibly expensive. They were so inflated, the prices. So I just threw one in there at 1060, what I could afford at the moment. And so I've been playing on that, and obviously it's just an okay graphics card, especially now, 2 years later. It's just not, it's just not that good anymore. And so I've been meaning to upgrade it for a while, not just for, video games, but the graphics card plays a big role in rendering videos. That has actually made rendering a lot faster, getting the new graphics card. And then also got that new SSD, so I should get a pretty good experience on the PC. I'm excited. I should be able to have like ray tracing on, and maybe not ultra graphics with the ray tracing, but very high graphics, I think. I think you gotta have like a 3080 or 3090 to have like ultra graphics with the ray tracing on. But yeah, I'll be playing on our 4K TV. Very excited for that. I might record a little bit of footage on the vacation and put it out. It wouldn't be with commentary, wouldn't set the mic up or anything like that, but maybe I might record a little bit of footage and put that out. There's another game that if it comes out over this week, then we'll probably cover it. It's a game coming out on PS4. And if that releases, it's supposed to release this month. It doesn't have a date though, so I don't know. We'll see. If that releases, then I'll also cover that. I'll do like one video of it. But other than that, there will not be any videos for the next week, guys. So just a nice little week off with, not having to go to work, not doing YouTube, just spending time with the family. We're not going anywhere. COVID is a big part of that, but also because we're broke. We don't have any money. This was a rough year, guys. And then with these big purchases I just made, I'm really broke right now. So we're not going anywhere. We're just going to be chilling out here at the house, playing Cyberpunk, playing board games with the kids. We love playing board games. We like playing Minecraft with the kids as well. We play like the 4-way split screen Minecraft on PS4. Play some Minecraft with the kids. Just kind of enjoy some time off with the family, man. I'm excited since I haven't had a vacation since any time off from everything where I didn't have to work and didn't have to do YouTube since last year, early last year, 2019, January, I think it was, late January. So it's been 2 years since I've had any real time off, guys. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy my time off. And again, we'll come back on Saturday 19th. And yeah, should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go and get started here, guys. I just want to kind of explain why I'm taking off in this weird time. Because most of you guys know I don't typically take time off in December of all times. I just want to kind of explain that and talk about Cyberpunk because I'm excited, man. I read all the reviews, and people are complaining about bugs. That seems to be a major issue. That doesn't seem. That's obviously not good. Do we want to fight here? Probably not. We will be defending a river crossing, I think. Looks like we're gonna get there first, which I'm a little bit surprised with. We get there in 8 days. Let's just take a look at when these guys get here. 8 days, 9 days, 9 days. So they don't get there before us? I'm a little bit, sometimes I wonder if this thing's lying to me. Since we'll be defending the river crossing, though, they have the better army. They'll have the numbers as well. We have allies coming, but yeah, I'm not too sure if this is the best way to do this, guys. Might want to go here instead, because I want to say there's a river right there, so they'd have to cross the river that way too. Yeah, let's just shadow them and let our allies get a little bit closer, guys, because we'd be outnumbered by a superior army and expecting that the river would be enough to get the win here. And I don't know that it would be. They're still doing that siege there, so that's good news. Our liege did win his war. It looks like we have 4,000 allies coming. Now they're retreating. This is a little bit frustrating. I think what we're going to go ahead and do, guys, since we have our allies here, is let's go ahead and split off a siege army. Because we're not making any progress here. Plus, we're going broke, and we're not doing any sieges, so we're not capturing anybody. We're not getting that money from the sieges, so it's a problem. So let's just break off. Well, let's see how many we have to break off to do these sieges. We know that this one here has 400 men, so we'd have to do 500 for that one. We've got 550 here. You gotta also expect some losses. It's probably like 700 something men, something like that. Somewhere around that number should be good. We could just do these ones here. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's fantastic. So let's go and send these guys over there. We need a commander. I suppose we'll just send... I kind of want to send our son. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, man. And hopefully he wins. He doesn't die. That would be bad, obviously. So let's go after... I guess we'll go after that one because it'll be quicker. And so now we only have the 3,400, so we'll definitely need our allies to win this. And so we'll see what they do. They're right there for now. Yeah, I'm just kind of shadowing them. I don't want... we want this to be a obviously beneficial battle for us. We'll go here, see what they do next. There's no river here, no terrain bonus, so that is not where we want to fight. And now they're set to attack us. Can we get out of there? We can. What bonuses do we have? We are defending a river crossing. We have the better commander. Our allies should arrive. When do they get here? Let's just take a look. We have 10 days until they get here. Some of their allies are not coming anytime soon. I'm a little bit surprised with just how slow those guys are going. 38 days. That's interesting. So for time, we'll have the larger army. That will give our allies time to get over here. If they come. I hope they do. Because otherwise we'd lose this battle. Ah, they're coming over here to assist with this. This is not good. That's not good. I don't think we can get away either. Nope. Alright, so that sucks. Now these guys are going to pull off of this. when the siege is almost done, this is like extremely nonsensical. 16 days, can we get there first? We can, before they leave, so that we can continue the siege progress. Yeah, this is beyond stupid. They're coming to help us, which again is a good thing, but you had how many days left? Like a couple days? 1 day? And you pulled off the siege? That is beyond stupid. But here we are in the battle. That thing lied. They did not have 24 days before they got there, or I misread it. Because we are fighting everybody on our lonesome. We do have the advantage bonus. We almost have the allies here, but we did lose that siege bonus. This is clearly not registering right, guys. Yeah, this is like lying to us on how many days they got left. Or I'm just looking at it wrong or something. Yeah, I don't know, because that's 2 times that we should have got to that province before they did. So I'm a little bit surprised with that. But our allies did get here in time, so that's good. But all this progress that was here towards the capital essentially was lost, so it's unfortunate. Our knight got injured. He's been wounded. The injury runs deep. I fear that his body's not strong enough to fight this on his own. I feel death lingering by his bedside. So he was severely injured. I don't know. Doesn't look like he was a great knight. Yeah, he wasn't a great knight or anything, but still quite sad because we don't even have that many knights. That's unfortunate. And isn't this the same character? He's brutally mauled now. Okay. So he's probably gonna die. It's unfortunate. Is he still fighting out there? Is that what's happening here? Alright, so with that battle won, that's a big tick up in the war score, 21%. We did obviously kill a lot more of theirs than they did of ours. Let's go ahead and take a look at how our knights did. 96 kills for the marshal. Good God, that was nice. The mayor did 84. Fantastic. Want to see how our son did? He got 25. Okay. If he keeps fighting like that, he'll get that, eventually get that trait. Let's go ahead and take a look at the marshal. I want to see how he's doing on Blade Master. He's got the 2nd level. Okay. Let's take a look at the events here. How good is his prowess, by the way? 30. Wow. Fantastic, because he's a hunter. So he's getting those bonuses as well. Yeah, and he's brave. I mean, he's just a great knight. A great knight, a great leader, a great marshal. So just seeing who was killed and injured. Our son killed this character here. Good job, son. So yeah, he killed his first man in battle. I mean, well, not his first man. Obviously, he's been killing all the men here. But he killed his first other fellow knight, I should say. We also captured somebody as well. All right, excellent. So that went quite well. We're now at 31% war score. We could go and chase him down. We'll just stay here and protect our sieging army for right now. Let's go and see if we can get some money for ransoming these. We also have this character here. He's a dwarf, which would make a decent leader. I say let's go ahead and, instead of ransoming him for a favor that we can't use, it doesn't look like we can recruit him. That's interesting. I'm not really sure why we can't recruit the captain. It doesn't really leave any options other than getting a hook on him, which would be fairly useless. I don't even know where he goes. I guess you'd have the hook for wherever he goes, but yeah, whatever. We'll just do that. We'll ransom him, just get him out of there. This character here, and again, he doesn't have a liege, so it's not like he's going to go fight for our enemies here. And can't ransom him. He doesn't have any money. Again, a hook on him could get him as a recruit as well. He looks like he might be a decent knight. Not great, of course, but better than some of the knights we are currently having fighting for us. So we'll get him. We'll bring him into our court. We have a need for knights. All right. So we get him recruited. Got that hook on this character here. Let's see where he ends up going. All right. So they are retreating pretty far. Could chase him down, I suppose. Hidden knowledge. Maintaining a spy network across the realm on the behalf of the Emperor has its perks. I frequently discover things I'm not even looking for. Evidence of Samuel's secret, for example. Okay, so this is the Patriarch Samuel. So he's the top bishop of the Empire. So we'll learn that he's a non-believer. Okay, so yeah, we can say the Emperor would be interested in hearing this, which is what a good spy master would do. He'd tell his Emperor about that. And I assume we would tell him. Or he said there's no need to share this. Yeah, let's do this. We'll share it. That's what spy masters are supposed to do. 60 years old, guys. Again, I don't know that we'll live through this conflict. We'll just have to see. We're looking at less than 2 months left over here. It's about a month now at this point to get this done. We'll take his capital, or her capital, excuse me. And that was big. We also captured somebody, but it was not an heir. So we'll go ahead and take a look, and we got 25 gold from that. That's keeping us out of the negative, keeping us from going in debt here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't ransom this character. No, we cannot. All right, we just gain a weak hook, which I guess we would do. All right, so could go ahead and fight these guys. Would we get there first? No, we would not. They would get there first. Okay, that's 2,500, another 900 here. These sieges are done, so we might want to go ahead and now move. Well, they might attack us here, but there's really no benefit to staying there. Let's just go ahead and leave with these guys and have them come over here next. And we're going to go this way, though, around the back. And then we'll have these guys come over here. Get them closer to allied armies here. It looks like they might try and fight there, which we could always help with that, I suppose. Yeah, let's go ahead and go over here. We'll help on any battle and have a role in the glory. And there's not that they'll need our assistance, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but I'm not willing to like chase them and bounce all around right now. Going out to sea, not sure what was going on there. Yeah, just kind of bouncing around everywhere. If they get into conflict, we'll help out here. I'd love for them to attack us in the hills. That'd be good. We're looking at 3 months here to get this siege done, 45 days to get that siege done. Those 2 sieges would be enough to win the conflict, even without any further battles. But we've got to stop them from attacking these siege armies, of course. Go ahead and shadow them here. I'd love to get them engaged again in a location like this right here, where we're defending the hills and defending the river crossing. But they probably wouldn't go there. But if they didn't, then they would be attacked here. Yeah, not sure what's happening there, but really the point here is just keeping them away from these sieges, and then we win the conflict. So we already won that one. And so again, we just have to win that one, it's over, which is 45 days away. Could go ahead and help in that battle. So we are still abducting somebody here. That's right. So we're looking at 66% chance of success, 76% chance of secrecy. Of course, that's right here. And I think we're going to attempt to. 66% chance, not great. But let's try it out anyway. Did we, yeah, we have our own support schemes, so that's as good as it gets. All right, so let's do that. And before Maximos even knew what was happening, my agents had him. He is finally in my hands. So we were able to capture him. And the scheme did end. And again, he is one of her knights, one of her best knights, so that's the main advantage of capturing her. I was going to help out in this conflict, but looks like it's already over. But we didn't win yet, so we'll let it finish up, and hopefully that'll be enough war score. There we go. Fantastic. And we actually captured her. So the war is now over. Looks like there was one more siege that we could have done. But let's get this over with, guys. Let's go and enforce our demands, and this is, remember, going to get us some titles for our wife. All right, fantastic. So she is going to leave our court, which means she is no longer going to be here serving us. We'll lose her here in a second. More than likely, should. And let's go and disband our armies. And that is excellent, excellent news. So, of course, she is underneath us. So you know what, I don't think she does, she might not leave because she's a vassal. So thus she can be on our council. Yeah, I didn't think about that fact. So we get to keep her, actually. So that's very good news. And we'll probably keep her doing this, I suppose. Could have her just do the assist ruler, but. All right, so you can see that we have extended our lands quite a bit now. And now we just have to, in order to connect our lands, you can see there's one clear enemy here, guys. Very clear enemy. And defeating him would connect our lands here. So that's the obvious next goal. But we can't get any further, claims on this guy. Now we of course have, the claim to get that one, but it's not enough. I feel like there's something else we could do here. We can't do that until our bishop is done converting to faith here in Corinth. So we'll have to wait for that. Yeah, she's willing to pay for this. We'll accept that. She wants her knight back. I think that's her son, too, her bastard son. All right, so let's see what all we want to do here. So we have the hook on our wife. We could go ahead and change up her feudal levies with that hook. I suppose we should. That'll help our son. And yeah, let's go and do that. And we'll just give us some more levies. We're really relying pretty heavily on the levies. Our men-at-arms are not good. The numbers aren't good. So I think that's the next thing we should get with our money. Again, we need knights as well. Once we die, all that will change, though. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll wait and then increase our men-at-arms sizes, because yeah, this is not good enough, frankly. We need to get the pikemen up, I think, would be the next thing we'd do. Be 75 gold, we could afford that. Let's go and do that. Let's get our numbers up here so we have better and larger number of men-at-arms. Doing much better about getting that renown up because of the kingdom title. That has helped us quite a bit. Also being married to the emperor. Look at that, 1.6. Yeah, that is very nice. That's really helping us as well. So getting 3.8, that's not too shabby considering. Notable guest has arrived. He has claims, but not claims on where I'd like him to have the claims. So yeah, we could attack to expand his territory. There's probably a lot of wars we could do. There's a holy war here on the duchess up here. Okay, so that's one option. Just looking at other possible conflicts. Obviously, we've already seen these two about getting that one title there for our son. Could always do that. Kind of been waiting for him to do it himself, but he might not do it. Obviously, he can't do it yet until he comes of age. He's got 3 more years. But yeah, he might not do it just because he's going to be too weak. I guess it depends on his allies, who he's all allied to. He has his brother as an ally. Yeah, it's hard to say what will happen there. If he'll declare war on his own. This guy's pretty powerful. He's not a weak vassal here. So we did get the smithies done, so that's fantastic. Obviously, that's going to reduce our men-at-arms cost, and you can see the result of that. And of course, it's going to improve our spearmen that we have. So that's very, very good. So looking at here, the development is sitting at 24. I said I wanted it at 25, so we're almost there. Almost got that done, guys. We could also go ahead, and yeah, it does look like she's going to stay here because, again, I think it's because she's a vassal, so it's only if she's a ruler in a different realm that she can't be in there. We got a new patriarch, and he doesn't endorse us, so that's going to hit us kind of hard. We could, I suppose, try and improve relations with the current one. He's not a great one. That's unfortunate, since we have him trying to convert the faith here. Could try and do it. It would result in some stress because we're shy, and I don't know if our character. Do we have anything that would say that we would do it? Probably not. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to keep the low opinion with him for now. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. Maybe we could bribe him. I suppose we could bribe him because that clearly doesn't increase the stress. So that means that our shy character isn't not willing to do it. But it costs 225 gold to send that gift. And obviously we do not have 225 gold. And it also doesn't help that I'm going to keep building this up. So let's go and do that. And that's probably all we're going to be able to do as long as we don't have him endorsing us. If we just don't have enough money. So now at this point, I'm kind of just waiting for our character to die, man. Yeah, we're 63 years old. You see that we are ailing now, so it's just a matter of time, guys. What did I think? I said 65 is what I thought we'd live to. So we'll see if I was, how close I was. I was just guessing, of course, but. So let's go speed this up. We did get an entry perk. I would really like us to complete another tree. That'd be nice. We can get the other hostile scheme. I suppose we can go and kidnap somebody. Work on kidnapping some characters. See who do we want to kidnap. We could kidnap his family members. Yeah, let's kidnap his family members. See who all we might want to kidnap. And you can also do this before you go to war with him. And that way you have like that big boost as soon as you go to war. So yeah, let's go ahead and kidnap his son and heir. It's not a great chance of success, but we'll do it anyway. So we've got that going. We can also kidnap his daughters. Yeah, maybe we want to like, because they would still, I don't know if they'll be considered an heir or not. Because they're not inheriting anything. But yeah, we'll kidnap his eldest daughter, I suppose. Although she's about to be betrothed. Can we get it done in 2 years, I guess, would be the question. 13 months, yeah, let's do it. Much higher chance of success as well. So yeah, we'll try and get these kidnapping done. And then we could always declare war just for this one county here, which of course would go to our son. And our daughter is going to benefit again. It's excellent. She should have a pretty good education, guys. The patriarch was able to convert here. Fantastic news. But I don't think I want him to work on getting another claim right now, guys. Because, you know, the claim would just go to us and not to our son. I wonder what claims he has. Yeah, just on our current titles here. I do want to see who's set to inherit her titles. I'm curious who's going to get these. So the duchy would be her eldest son, as you'd expect, and I assume that would be the county would go to him as well. Yep. All right, so that would just be more lands for our son when she dies. She's 53 years old, and she's probably going to live a long time because she went down that lifestyle branch. Yeah, I expect she'll likely live a long time, though she is gout-ridden. So, but you can see her health is very, very good. Gain some prestige from our wife. All right, excellent. Hooks are expiring. That's fine. All right, so we've got our first abduction here, and yeah, I believe this is the event we just read on one of the previous abductions. So this is going to cost us 30 gold, 77% chance of success. Let's do it, guys. And she escaped our hired bandits and safely made her way back to the city. So that's disastrous. She is going to get the watchful now. It's going to be even harder to do this. Let's try again. We'll take a look and see what the success chance here is. Still pretty high. All right, so now we're going to do it against him. Again, that's going to be 30 gold. Hopefully it'll be successful. It was. Excellent. That's the main one we wanted to get. And so if we declared war on the Duke here, you know, we could always just ransom him off, of course, as well and get 25 gold. But I think the better option is to declare war on him now. And like, hey, we've got your son. What are you going to do about it? Plus, he's already at war with other people as well. But what are they trying to get? That's the question. Because we don't want us fighting over the same damn county. Who started this war? He started the war. Okay, so he's trying to get this county here. It doesn't seem like he is losing that conflict as of right now. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, he has a lot more troops than he does. 2,500 here is all he's got. No allies. He's got an ally, so he's got 10,000, over 10,000 troops. That's a lot. Quite a bit more than us. Okay, let's take a look and just see what it's saying as far as like numbers here. If we were to go after, which one's less prestige? This one would be. Because yeah, this only gives us the one county. That's the only one I think that's in his, yeah, so we'll just do this one here. That'd be 90 prestige. It does say he's inferior, but that's if all of our allies were to assist us, which they would not. Yeah, he would likely not support us, so you can't really count his. We can get these 600. We can get our wife's troops as well, and we get his. So with those numbers, I feel like we'd have very comparable numbers, but he's also already at war with somebody with 2,500. So I feel like we'd have a slight number advantage. Let's make this happen, guys. Let's declare war for that title. Yeah. And that would go to our son, of course. But the point is we're increasing the size of our overall realm, so it's good. All right, so let's go ahead and raise up our troops. Oh, that was quick. I didn't realize I was on speed 5 there. And we should probably pull our allies in as well. All the ones who are willing to join. Now, as you can see, we already have the 50% here because of the fact that we have his son. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. It's a great way to, you know, obviously you need to do that beforehand, you know, get control of their heir rather than doing it when you're at war, since you get that massive penalty, man. Again, I don't think that was the case before. I don't think it was so huge. There was always a penalty, but I don't think it was as high as it was. So I'm a little bit surprised by that. This is, of course, costing us prestige bringing all these characters in, but that's okay. We'll get prestige from the conflict. All right, so our army is ready. Let's go. Obviously, we're going to keep our marshal in control here. Just seeing how we want to do this. I'm surprised that they're considered hostile. And they're going after the county that I want to go after, so that's not good. I think the reason why they have them hostile is so that you can take the county from them. I think that's the reason why. Now, given if we attack them, that's only hurting our cause, so we will not attack them. What we'd probably want to do is just like split off this army now. And let's see how many we need to do all these. So we're going to want to go, what is this, 500 in the garrison? Looks like, yeah, 500 in the garrison here. Got 400 there and 750 there. So probably going to need like a good solid 1,000 men. Yeah, I think we're going to need like 1,000 men, guys. Let's go ahead and just throw a few in here and just get them up a little bit higher. A little bit higher. There we go. About 1,000 men. Maybe we'll throw this 11 in there. There we go. All right, so 3,000 in this army, 1,000 in this army. Let's go ahead and give them a commander. And I think we're going to let our son take charge, man. This is what he does. So he would do one of the sieges here, I think. Let's do the quicker one. We gotta wait for that to be completed. It is looking at 2 months to be done. So let's go ahead and take our son, have him go over there. Well, these guys here will come here, though. I almost want to just sit in the hills here, and then we'll cover this province. It will be nearby it, so we can attack. Now we could do the siege while we wait, but it's a very long siege. I feel like we're just probably wasting our time sitting there. Of course, his allies are joining. If we looked at the total conflict now. 9,300 against 7,000. Now our allies haven't haven't all completely come in just yet, but yeah, we are definitely outnumbered a little bit as of right now. Probably should have waited till I got more money, but I wanted to take advantage of him already being at war, and he's pulling out. Remember, we want to go get that war goal, but there's a lot of troops coming right now, so sitting there on the defense might be enough to win, I think. If he attacked here because it's in the hills and it's across a river. Agent joined his scheme. Let's take a look at what the scheme chance is. It's still pretty low because, of course, we're at war. Maybe not. It's because the target is in a foreign realm. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll continue that. Let me see if there's any other ones that we could have a good chance of doing here. Yeah, now we're going to have the very low one because of the war. I'm guessing she's somewhere else. That's why. Yeah, that's the reason why. All right. So, let's find somebody else to kidnap them. See who we might want to kidnap. This is probably going to be for money. We need money. We don't really have any, like, rivals that we'd want to, like, operate against. So, really, we can just operate against anybody. Don't really want to operate against them, of course, because they're in a war. Oh, wait, no, they're just very similar. Okay, so we can do her. Or him, go after his son who is possessed and ugly. So let's try and capture him, and then we'll ransom him off. Just try and get some money here, guys, to finance this conflict, which is going to be very expensive. So he's going over here. He has another ally joining. They're at 10,800. We're at 11,000. All right, we're going to see what happens here. 663 there for an ally. Obviously, our ally here refused to join. But we also have our other two allies. We have our ally here. Looks like she's got 2850. I think that's a she. Yeah, 2850 there. So that's 3,000. We'll have to wait for them to arrive. And then we have our wife as well, which I'm not sure where her troops are. It doesn't look like she's raised them just yet. Come on, woman. You got to get into this conflict. So they're going to fight there, so they should be pretty weak. And this is a different event from some of the past ones we've seen. When the time comes, my agents will need a safe route to transport Agna out of this guy's castle. A detailed map of the local dry lands with all its hidden paths and caves would be an invaluable resource. So you can pay a hunter to draw a map, be 30 gold, which we don't have. We gained the map surroundings. But yeah, it also results in him running his mouth about it. You say explore the dry lands yourself. 60% chance of success. And would get that bonus. Also, 30% chance we're just going to gain some stress here. Or you just abandon it. What would our character do? I don't see any reason to say that we wouldn't try and map it ourselves. Also no reason to say that we would either. So really, I think we can go with anything here. We're not going to pay the hunter. So let's just do this. We'll explore the dry lands ourselves and see what happens. And we got the worst result, the 40 stress with the ill trait. Awesome. That's fantastic. So passing suspicion is well-known fact. that courtiers will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to my advantage. If I can keep my courtiers suspicious of each other and distracted with inviting, they will not have the time or resources to scheme against me. So we've seen this event before. So we can begin spreading rumors at once. We can, and not a very good chance of success, by the way. They say, as long as I place some spies among them, I will be safe. Or we say, they already know not to plot against me, which is what we do because, you know, we're trusting. So that'll give us some much needed prestige, guys. All right, so we're looking at 3 months to get this done. We need to siege that one, though. The question is, do we want to attack them here when they're weak? You know, because they'll likely win this battle, I assume. But then, yeah, they'd be in a very weak state. So we could, but it would be in the mountains. It's really not the best way to do this. But they might attack us in the goddamn mountains anyway. That's what I'm thinking. Well, they have 4,800 troops coming down, so that's a problem. That's a lot of troops, guys. Ooh, yeah, that's bad. But we have 3,600 from our allies coming, but of course they will have a month where they're just not going to be as effective from recently being embarked. Spouses up to the task. Some of my counselors believe the job is there. Okay, so I want to say we read this one before. So yeah, she can improve 2 of our characters. And this would insult him, which is obviously not good. He's terrified of us. I want to say... I could have swore that if they're terrified of you, then they endorse you. I thought that's how it worked. Apparently not. Okay, it's a strong hook. If you have a strong hook, they endorse you. I could have swore I saw in one of the patch notes that when they're terrified of you, they now endorse you. But apparently that's not the case. We'd have to get a strong hook on them. Okay. So we can further decrease his opinion, which, you know, doesn't really impact it much, and we're not getting anything from him anyway. And I think that might be what we do, because he really sucks, and he's young. So let's do him. Yeah, we'll do that. We could also just lay with our wife instead. We're sick. We're not feeling too good, though. I don't think we'd do that. Not feeling too good. All right, so this siege is almost done. They could attack across here with 8,800 men. We should go and prep for them to attack us there. Although we might get assistance from our allies. They might leave and assist us. And this is a hill bonus, but if he attacks from here, we don't get the river bonus, so that's obviously quite negative. So let's get out of here, guys. I don't think if they attacked us, we wouldn't even be able to last long enough for our allies to get there. So let's get the hell out of here now. And then we'll see where he moves next. Remember, we want to be able to support our allies, troops, as well as our sieging troops, although they are almost done. A couple days left and they'll be complete here. We'll get this done and take a look at where the war score is at. We also captured another prisoner. Fantastic. We got 24 gold from that. And then, of course, we have this prisoner here. And that is now sitting at 75%. So we're almost there, guys, to get the win. Again, having that heir is super helpful. So with the Countess captured, I don't see any reason not to ransom her for the gold, which we could really use. So let's go and do that. We'll ransom her off for 25 gold. So we now seized that. We have to go to this location next. I assume that they're going to attack me here. Let's go ahead and go over here now. It would be really nice if we could get them to attack us in the hills here. So let's switch our army locations. I'm going to see, excuse me, in the mountains. I want to see if we can't get them to attack us in the mountains. And then if an ally helped us. So yeah, he's going after our territory, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Just remember, we'll get those bonuses. So what I think we're going to do is have our army come over here, siege down the war goal. That would be enough to likely maybe win the conflict, especially if we can get a win somewhere in the mountains here where we're defending. They only have 2 months before they seize that. That's not very long, guys. All right, let's start making our way over there. I don't know, guys. Because what would likely happen if we attack them in the mountains, then what would happen is they would, how much time we got here? 7 months for that one. If we attacked them in the mountains here, I think what would happen is they would just send all their other allied armies. So yeah, we could defeat that 2,600, but we can't defeat the 8,000 that are here. We'd need help from our allies, which this allied army would be enough, but are they going to come? I don't think they would. And they certainly wouldn't get through these mountains in time, I feel. So here's our abduction event, the bewinged messenger. As my scheme moves closer to fruition, swift communication is key. I have an especially clever pigeon, which whoever this person is. She could use to send an urgent message. Is she our agent? I think she's our agent there. Could send an urgent message to meet me here, if the need arises. But how could I get the bird into the castle? So we can do a local bird trainer could deliver it as a gift. That would cost us 30 gold that we really don't have. That would get us that benefit though. So scheme success chance would be up by 10%. Looks like we don't have much of a chance to succeed anyway. Finally, it registered that we're at war with her liege. So yeah, looks like we won't be able to do that because that's what happened. Her liege had to be pulled into the war, I think. Yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't registering that yet. Because remember, she's in somebody else's court. We could said if I send the gift myself, then she couldn't refuse. We gain the involved. Reduce the secrecy significantly. I'll say it's too risky, and I think we're going to cancel this, guys, because clearly this is not going to work. So we'll abandon that one, and let's just work against somebody else. See who we might want to operate against. Let's do maybe here in Crete. Go after his, or we could try and get some of his knights, as we did before, although, yeah, never mind. I would still get the 150 penalty there. So I don't think that'd work. Let's just go after this guy. We'll see how well this ends up going. 61%, that's good enough. All right, excellent. So I want to attack them there, but man, there's all the troops are in the neighboring location. Oh, these guys did not go over there. My bad. And our army's over here, so they're probably not going to help. Okay, so we'd want to go... Again, we would win, but of course they would just send the rest of them and we'd lose. And 3,000 against 8,000, it doesn't matter if it's in the mountains. You're still gonna lose. But we got to stop them from winning there. So I'm not entirely... We'll go here first. Okay, so the allies might come now. They didn't finish the siege, unfortunately. That was stupid. Probably a good thing, though, because they're going to come over here and help us. We don't have a lot of time. 50 days left. How long does it take to get there? Make sure we don't let the siege happen. It's going to be 13 days. So we'll just let this go until we get our allies closer. Spouse aid you in intrigue studies. So that's 1+ learning. Fantastic. So that's all helping us. Getting that learning trait up. This one takes 3 months to get done. Remember, that's the war goal. Just letting our allies get a little bit closer again. We'll just wait. Give it a couple more days here. Further education. It would not hurt you to read a book once in a while. My wife, the studious Empress Simonis, often tells me, or Simonis, I don't know how to pronounce that. She has offered to me to be my tutor if I need some help to get started. So we say, yes, I would appreciate your guidance. Oh, she can actually increase our education level. Yeah, I've seen this event a couple times, but man, it's been a long time since I've seen this event. Doesn't happen very often. It's only a 25% chance of getting that, though. Or 26% chance. 73% chance we get the study in intrigue. Both are very good. Or you say you should focus on your own studies, and that would make her better. Yeah, I feel like, let's do that. See what happens. Okay, so we got the modifier. Still good. Still good, guys. All right, so we're looking at 28 days here. Oh, it looks like they're leaving. Why? Where are they going? Where are they going? Huh. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. Why did they leave there? I mean, we'll take it because it was going to be a risky battle. Uh-oh. So he died. And yeah, this is an enemy that left the war. Okay, I was thinking this was an ally. My bad, I read that wrong. That's a good thing then. So they have less troops overall. So looking at 8,200 now. So that's good. Very, very good. I'm not sure what they're doing. I remember he is in another war, so maybe something involving that. I'm really not entirely sure where he's going. Did they attack us somewhere else, or is it this siege here? If they want to bounce all over the place and lose their siege, then I'm fine with that. I don't know what they're doing. Are they going to go after our capital? Because that'd be foolish. It's really far away. And we could probably defeat these 2,000 men here while they're on their lonesome. we'd have to link up, cut them off here from being able to link up with their the other armies here. So is he going to sit there and siege? No, he's going to siege here now, which is another pretty good place for us to fight him. We'll have the mountain bonus. But again, we got to wait until these armies get a little bit further apart, man. They're just too close together right now. And again, the real thing that matters here is getting that siege done. So as long as that happens, then we're good to go. So I don't know if they'll cross here, and if we can... It looks like they would be defending the river. Let's just go here for now. And it looks like they were able to get them engaged there. We're going to go and help out our ally here. Don't know if they're going to rush over here. It looks like that's a no. They have 2 months left before they finish up that siege there. Remember, we get this done in a day. And that puts us at 92%. With this battle, that would likely be enough. Maybe. Just depending on how much war score we get. Yep, that's enough. We also have an intrigue perk, which allows us to get the schemer trait, which gives us +5 intrigue and +25% hostile scheme power. Really, really good. All right, excellent. So there's really nothing else to get here besides seducer now. So more than likely we'd want to like switch over to another education for whatever's left of our life. Not much. I assume we'd go with the stewardship now, because we could get the demand payment for hooks, which would be really useful. Yeah, that would be one option, because we haven't really been doing that much, like trying to get hooks. But yeah, we could do that, and then of course we could use those. So yeah, we could do that, which would have been really helpful early on when we were doing the ability to the scheme to get hooks. We were using that a lot more back then because we were trying to get hooks for the marriages. Yeah, I can say that we definitely wouldn't go down diplomacy because of the shy trait. Outside of that, we're pretty old, so I highly doubt we'd go down to martial. So it's either learning or stewardship, really, and we could do either of those. Either would work. But I think we'll do the stewardship. I think it fits more with what we've done in our life. So we could do the wealth focus, domain focus, or the duty focus. Let's do... Let me just see here. Oh, I can't get him selected. It's behind the back there, so we can't see it. Let's do the... No, I think we'll just do the domain focus. Yeah, we'll do that, guys. We're going to be really slow at this, by the way, because we're stupid. That's okay. I don't even know if we'll ever get a perk there. So yeah, we got the victory. That was +9%. Killed a lot of their dudes, obviously. I don't know how well we did in this because we came at the end. But yeah, that's the end of the conflict, guys. So let's go ahead and enforce our demands. And of course, we got that for our son, so that gave us another hook on him. So we could use that to modify his feudal contract again, though I don't think we'll be able to do that because we've already done it before. Yeah, so it's not really all that helpful. He is almost of age, so he'll be getting married very, very soon to his beautiful new wife. So let's go and disband our armies here. All right, so yeah, that was a very successful war. Went quite well, and we are looking, our borders look nicer overall. So yeah, we've also shrunk him down in size, made him weaker, and I think that's going to be our continued goal here, is to connect our lands. And by conquering his lands. Unfortunately, that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. We are going to have to end it here. But yeah, we still haven't dined yet. I'm surprised. We're 65 now, so in order for me to be right on my little guess, we'd have to die this year. So we'll see. We do have some poor health. We are ill as well, so we'll have to see what happens. Our son, of course, would then be taking over, and he is 33 years old. And he already has some kills here. That's that knight he slayed on the battlefield. He is intimidated by us. Remember, he is trusting, diligent, and gregarious. Pretty darn good traits overall as well. Skills here. He'll be an interesting character to play as. It's a bummer that his education didn't go better, but yeah, he'll be an interesting character to play as. Much different from our current character, other than the trusting trait, of course. So yeah, I'm interested to start playing as him. Unfortunately, this is again going to be the end of today's episode, and it will be the last episode until we come back from our break on December 19th, which is a Saturday. So I will see you then. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, make sure you like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. If you're playing Cyberpunk, then I'd love to hear your guys' opinion of it. Obviously this video will come out on Thursday. I'm recording it on Tuesday night, of course. So I have not yet played it. It unlocks here in Colorado, around Mountain Time. In the consoles, I think everybody gets it at like midnight on the 10th. But on PC, it's a global release, and it's set to release at 1 a.m. Poland's time. So that actually translates to 5 p.m. our time. So it'll actually release Wednesday evening. Of course, Wednesday is my daughter's birthday, and I'm not going to play any games while she's awake, so I can't play until she goes to sleep. So it'll be late in the night by the time I'm able to play. But by the time you guys are watching this, I would have already started playing. So feel free, if you're playing the game as well, to let me know what you think. What light path did you go? If you're even excited about it, I'm obviously ecstatic about it. But even after reading the reviews, and I know there's bugs and some issues, I'm hoping the day one patch fixes most of those bugs. We'll see. But all those big, massive open world games, those ambitious ones, are full of bugs. Skyrim was a mess. I played it on PS3. And it was almost unplayable. It was really bad, and it never did change my opinion of the game. I was just irritated, I suppose. But I still loved Skyrim. It was a great game. I had a good time with it. I still plugged 150 hours into my first playthrough of that, despite all the bugs. And actually, the reason why I finally quit playing that first playthrough is the bugs had stacked up so bad that it was unplayable. I couldn't even play it anymore. It was just so bad. So yeah, I think I want to say it was 150 hours. It might have been 140 something or something like that for my first playthrough. And yeah, I still enjoyed it. Still had a good time. So I don't think the bugs will stop me from enjoying it. It is kind of a bummer that that's the way video games are now here in 2020. I wish it wasn't the case, but it is. But other than the bugs, everybody seems to really, really like it based on the reviews that I read. If you're on the left and you have very strong like social justice opinions, from what I've seen, a lot of them people who have those, they really care about politics and also really care that a video game fits with their worldview, which, as somebody in the center, obviously almost every video game, movie, and show is made by people on the left, so almost nothing fits my worldview. And every once in a while there's something made by conservatives, and that doesn't fit my worldview either, excuse me. So shows and movies almost never, and video games almost never fit my worldview, so I would never like any video game if I required that. But I know there are people on the left that like, ideology is everything for them, and if a form of media does not fit their ideology, then they get really irritated and angry. They demand that everything fit, their worldview. And so far the negative reviews I've seen are mostly people who are mad that it doesn't. They don't like some of the messages in it and stuff. But other than those people who, again, require everything to be, ideological, which, again, I don't know how those people would exist if they weren't on the left, since, all forms of media are on the left. So if you felt that way and you're not on the left, you wouldn't be able to watch or do anything or play any games. You wouldn't be able to watch Netflix, that's for damn sure, or Hulu, because it's just all of it's leftist messaging. So yeah, I don't know how those people would get by if they weren't on the left. They wouldn't be able to watch anything. They wouldn't have any form of entertainment. But some people, it's really, really important to them. And those people clearly don't like the game. They don't like the messaging. That's what I'm seeing in reviews. But other than that, it seems like the only issues are bugs. Since that doesn't bother me because I don't require a game or a movie to fit my ideology, I could care less. I don't see it. I don't see there being any problems with the game, and I'm really, really excited for it. And so I'd love to hear your guys' opinion of it if you've been playing it. I'd love to hear, what life path you chose, maybe what your experience was with that. Obviously no spoilers, because this is not a game I want spoiled for me. But I will still be in the comments, in the comment sections during this vacation. I'm not just going to disappear. I'll still be responding to comments and stuff. So I'd love to talk to you guys about Cyberpunk, or the series if you want to talk about the series here. But yeah, if you want to talk about Cyberpunk, I'd love to discuss it. Either here on YouTube or on Discord. You can head over to Discord and we can talk about it there. Join our community there. Yeah, we're going to go and end this episode here. Again, we will be back on Saturday, December 19th. Hope you have a fantastic week. I know I'm going to try and enjoy myself as best as possible. It's been a rough year, guys. It's been stressful. It's just been a bad year, and this is very much needed. So I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you on Saturday. And thanks for watching.